Imagine spending an hour creating the perfect goal. You tell yourself, I'll study 3 hours every day for the next 6 months. It looks organized, realistic, and motivating. But then life happens. You get a new job, your exam schedule changes, or a family emergency comes up. Suddenly, your perfect plan falls apart, not because you failed, but because your goal couldn't adapt. So what if instead of creating goals that never change, you created goals that were designed to change? That's exactly what fast goals are. In the last video, we learned that SMART goals work well when your destination is clear and predictable. But what about situations where things change every week, like building a business, creating content, conducting research, or preparing for medical school? In those situations, flexibility is just as important as planning. That's where FAST goals come in. FAST stands for frequently discussed, ambitious, specific, and transparent. Instead of locking you into one rigid plan, this framework helps you keep moving forward even when life changes. To understand how it works, let's look at a real-life example. Meet Emma, a first-year university student who wants to improve her grades while working part-time. At the beginning of the semester, she decides to study for 3 hours every evening after work. For the first 2 weeks, everything goes according to plan. But as midterms approach, her work shifts become longer. Group projects demand more of her time, and she starts feeling mentally exhausted. She misses a few study sessions and immediately thinks, I already failed my plan. Discouraged, she gradually stops studying consistently altogether. By the end of the semester, her grades were lower than she expected, even though her desire to succeed never changed. Notice that Emma's problem wasn't a lack of motivation or commitment. Her goal depended on a fixed routine that no longer matched her changing schedule. Instead of adapting her plan, she treated every missed study session as proof that she had failed. The problem wasn't at the goal itself, it was treating the original plan like a contract instead of a guide. So, let's rebuild the same goal using the FAST framework. The first principle is frequently discussed. Rather than writing a goal once and forgetting about it, Emma reviews her study plan every Sunday evening. If her work schedule changes or coursework becomes heavier, she adjusts the following week's study sessions instead of forcing the original plan. A simple way to do this is by asking yourself 3 questions every week. Does this goal still make sense? What obstacles appeared? What needs to change? A goal isn't finished when you write it. It's finished when you review it regularly and make adjustments when needed. The second principle is ambitious. Instead of simply saying, I'll study every day, Emma focuses on a larger objective, improving her average grade from 75% to 85% by the end of the semester. The goal stretches her abilities without being unrealistic, giving her a meaningful destination instead of just another task to complete. Next comes specific. Flexibility doesn't mean being vague. Emma commits to completing 8 focused study hours each week, reviewing her lecture notes within 24 hours of each class, and finishing practice questions before every exam. Her actions are clear and measurable, but she's free to adjust when she completes them if life gets in the way. Finally, there's transparent. Emma shares her weekly goals with a friend from class, and every Friday they check in with each other to discuss their progress. By making her goals visible to someone else, she creates accountability and stays motivated, even during difficult weeks. Now imagine Emma has another busy week filled with unexpected responsibilities. This time, she doesn't give up. Instead of skipping her studying altogether, she shortens each study session, moves some of them to the weekend, and continues working toward the same objective. The destination hasn't changed, only the route has. That's the key difference. The goal remains the same, but the plan evolves as life evolves. Fast goals ask a different question than traditional goal-setting methods. Instead of asking, how can I create the perfect plan? They ask, how can I keep moving forward even when life changes? Sometimes the best goal isn't the one with the most detailed schedule. It's the one you can continue, even when things don't go according to plan. Remember this, a goal that adapts is a goal that survives. In the next video, we'll explore another modern goal-setting framework and discover when it might be an even better choice than fast goals. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's tired of giving up on their goals. And let me know in the comments, what's one goal you're going to rebuild using the FAST framework?